What's poppin', homies? It's your favorite homegirl, Gossip Girl, and today we are going to talk about Brian Walshe. Now, he is charged for his wife's murder, okay? We're going to go ahead and get into everything. Now, the prosecutors believe Anna Walsh's body was unknowingly shredded and incinerated by trash services after her husband Brian tossed them in a dumpster on January 2nd. Brian Walshe, who's 47 years old, is accused of murdering Anna in the basement of their home in Cohasset, Massachusetts on January 1st in the early hours of the morning, then discarding her body in a dumpster. If they haven't found the body yet, most likely her body is shredded and gone. He uttered just 2 words in his 14-minute court appearance, saying "I do" when the judge asked him if he understood the charges against him. Now, while police has found bloody rugs, Anna's clothes, her COVID-19 vaccine card, a hatchet, a hacksaw, and bloody knife, they have not recovered any of her remains. In court, Norfolk County Assistant District Attorney Lynn Beeland said police tried to track down what happened to the bags the defendant was seen throwing in the dumpster earlier at Abington. These bags in this dumpster were already picked up and taken to a location for shredding and to be incinerated. Now, by the time the police located that, they were already destroyed. A spokesperson for the district attorney's office confirmed to Daily Mail that they believe those bags contained Anna's remains. That is what she was implicating to the court. That is what the evidence should suggest. And yeah, because first of all, he was online, looking up how to chop up or dismember a body that weighs like 115 pounds. I mean, he was just doing serial killer stuff. So he went to the store, he bought all these things. He got a hatchet, he got a saw, and all this stuff. That is stuff that you use, to dismember a body. He is a sick man. He is sick. You can look at him and tell he's sick. His own father said he was sick and there wasn't really nothing to do with him. So yeah, her body was thrown in the trash. And he knows that. And he just need to come on out and confess already. Because we know what you did. We know what you did on New Year's Day. We know what you did. But anyway, it also emerged in court that Brian used his son's iPad to search how long before a body starts to smell at 4:58 a.m. on January 1st, just 3.5 hours after Anna was last seen alive by their New Year's Eve party guests. Now, prosecutors implied in court that she was murdered by her husband sometime between then. Among the other searches conducted on an iPad belonging to one of his young sons were 10 ways to dismember a body. Does baking soda make a body smell good? And how long is someone missing before you can inherit? So basically he murdered his wife for money. She was in real estate. Her portfolio was about $2 million. I don't know how much life insurance he had on her or whatever the case may be, but he murdered his wife for money. He did. On December 27th, 5 days before she vanished, he Googled best state for divorce for a man. Rather than divorce, Brian Walshe dismembered Anna Walshe, discarded her body. Oh, Lord. This guy is really something else. He is really something else. He's not going to get any bail. He's in there. Bail at this point should be out of the question. It was also revealed that Anna's DNA, along with Brian's, was found on a blood-stained clothes found in a dumpster near her mother's house, along with the hunter boots and Prada bag he said she was wearing when she vanished. He shook his head during the brief hearing and was denied bail. Good. Brian will return to court on February 9th for a status hearing. Walshe told police he last saw Anna at 6 a.m. on January 1st, claiming she left for work. Today, it was revealed that in the hours before that, he'd been frantically researching how to dispose of a body and how long decomposition takes. Boy, I tell you. On December 27th, days before she vanished, he was talking about, he did Google what's the best state to divorce. Okay. Anna was last seen alive 1:30 a.m. on January 1st by friends who had been in their home for the New Year's Eve party. Now, shortly before 5 a.m. on January 1st, using his son's iPad, he searched, and I'm going to give you a time for everything he searched on his son's iPad. At 4:55 a.m., how long before a body starts to smell? 4:58, how to keep a body from decomposing? At 5:20 a.m., how to bind a body. So he said how to bond a body, which he meant to say how to bind a body. All right. 5:47 a.m. 10 ways to dispose of a body if you really need to. 6:25 a.m. How long for someone to be missing to inherit? 6:34 a.m. Can you throw away body parts? 9:29 a.m. What does formaldehyde do? 9:34 a.m. How long does DNA last? 9:59 a.m. Can identification be made on partial remains? 11:34 a.m. Dismemberment and the best way to dispose of a body. 11:44 a.m. How to clean blood from a wooden floor. 11:56 a.m. Luminal to detect blood. 1:08 p.m. What happens when you put body parts in ammonia? 1:21 p.m. Is it better to throw crime scene clothes away or wash them? Now, that's what he searched on January 1st. Okay? Now, on January 2nd, after purchasing rugs from Home Goods store while wearing rubber gloves and a face mask, he returned to the iPad for more research. He spent $450 on cleaning supplies from a Home Depot, including mops, buckets, tarps, drop cloths, and various kinds of tape. This time, prosecutors say he searched at 12:45 p.m. hacksaw, best tool to dismember. 1:10 p.m. Can you be charged with murder without a body? 1:14 p.m. Can you identify a body with broken teeth? This guy is insane. January 3rd. Police say he visited a dumpster in Abington where he was carrying a heavy-looking garbage bag. He had to lift it into the dumpster, according to the police. Now, prosecutors tried to track down those trash bags, but by the time they got to them, they had been destroyed in an incinerator at a trash transfer center. Now, Walshe did research allegedly searching, okay? And it's no allegedly, he searched for these things. At 1:02 p.m., what happens to hair on a body, on a dead body? At 1:13 p.m., what is the rate of decomposition of a body found in a plastic bag compared to on a surface in the woods. At 1:20 p.m., can baking soda make a body smell good? Now, on January 4th, Walshe bought bath mats, men's clothing, and towels at TJ Maxx and Home Goods, and then he visited Lowe's. That same day, a colleague of Anna's in Washington, D.C. called police in Cohasset to report her missing and request a welfare check at her home. Police visited the family house, where they noticed the seats in Brian's Volvo were down and a large plastic liner was in the in the back seat. Now, January 5th, police returned to Brian Walshe family home, where they noticed Brian's Volvo had been freshly cleaned. When questioned, he said he'd thrown out the plastic liner they saw the previous day. That same day, he visited the dumpster near his mother's home. This guy is he is a monster. He's a serial killer. I'm just going to call him that. Now, on January 8th, Walshe is arrested for misleading police. A search warrant for the house is obtained, and police discovered bloodstains in the basement. They also found a knife with traces of blood on it. Police then searched the dumpster near his mother's home and found 10 trash bags that were stained with blood inside. They discovered this: slippers with both Anna and Brian's DNA on it, rags, tape, a medical suit with Brian and Anna's DNA on it, Anna's hunter boots, Anna's Prada handbag, Anna's COVID-19 vaccine card with her name on it, a hacksaw, hatchet, and cutting shears. Yeah. Let me give you a minute to soak all this stuff in. Yeah, so it is safe to say that Anna Walshe is not in whole anymore. She is dismembered, she is shredded, and she is gone. The body is gone. And they can prosecute him without the body. They can. They got enough evidence to do so. Okay? Everything that this man has Googled, everything he has done, what he has bought at Home Depot, TJ Maxx, and Lowe's, even at Home Goods, everything this man has done is right in our faces. He murdered his wife, okay, for money. Why would you want to inherit? Type, Google, what can you inherit, or how long it takes for you to inherit? He murdered his wife for money. Brian is a money-hungry person, okay? He sold fake paintings. He stole from his father, okay? This guy is absolutely insane, and he needs to stay locked up. So he's due back in court February 9th, I believe. So we'll see what happens then. Boy, oh boy, it's... Ooh. What do you guys think of all this? Did he not think he was going to get caught? And he still thinks he's not guilty. This man is guilty. He is guilty. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for right now. When I find out more in this case, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. But in the meantime, we're going to close this out so I can prepare for some next content. And honey, I'll talk to y'all later.